Hello, welcome to this channel. My name is Enoch. Today we will continue our series on AWS and we'll be looking at IAM. We will try to do an introduction on IAM. We will look at principles in IAM. We will look at IAM permissions. We will look at how to read IAM policies. And we'll do an exercise on how to create users and groups and how to give them permission to your AWS resources. So what is IAM? IAM stands for Identity Access Management. It's a global service used for authentication and authorization. It is used to control access to your AWS account and resources. It is used to manage users, groups, and roles and give them authorization to your AWS resources. Talking of principles in IAM, we have user. A user is an individual that you want to give access to your AWS account. And a user can belong to a group. A user may not belong to any group. And a group is just a collection of users that you want to give access, to your AWS account and that have common roles. So you group them together. You group these users together, and every member of that group will inherit the permission of that group. We also have a role. A role is an identity created to give permission to a trusted entity, including AWS service, application, or users. And we have federated user. A federated user is an identity that is authenticated outside of AWS and is granted a temporary access to your AWS resources without having to, own an IAM user. Instead, this identity is managed externally, typically in a corporate, directory like Microsoft Active Directory, or by a third-party identity provider like Google, Okta, or any SAML 2 compliant provider. And talking of permission, every identity or every entity that you are giving access to your account will need explicit permission to be able to access resources in your account. All requests are implicitly denied by default, except for the root user. The root user will have a full access to your AWS resources, and the root user account is the account you are in when you log in with the email address you used to create your AWS account. So users or group or role can be assigned a JSON document that is called policy to grant permission, and policy define the permissions of those users or group or role. And we are not to give more than the needed permission to any entity. Any excess permission given to any identity in your AWS account will cause security vulnerability. Talking of policies have identifiers, and they have version, which is usually 2012, 10, 17, and a policy can contain multiple statements. You can see in this example we have multiple statements, and that's why they are in square bracket. So a statement, we have identifier, which is optional. We have an action, which is the list of action allowed or deny. A statement, we have an effect, which is allow or deny. In a statement, we have resources, which is the list of resources the policy applied to. And a statement can have conditions, which is the condition where the policy is in effect, and the policy will also have a principle. So let's go to the console to do our exercise. All right, this is the AWS Management Console, and if you want to search for any service, just go to this search box and just type any service there that you want. I want to go to S3. S3 will pop up. You can click it. I want to go to IAM. Type IAM there, and you can go there. In your dashboard, any recently visited resource will be in your dashboard. All right, now if you look at this top right corner, you see global, which means that IAM is a global service. If you click it, you will see that these regions are not active. Okay. All right. So this is the account ID. This is the account name or account alias. Now you can edit it and change it anytime you want. This is the sign-in URL for any IAM user that you create. If I have not created my alias, this account name that you are looking at will have been the account ID. So note that. All right, so let's now go and create a user. That's what we want to do. Let's create a user, and let's say create user, and let's give this user a name. Let's say Enoch, because this is me. And let's say, okay, I want to use the management console, so provide user access to the management console. We are recommended to use the identity center, but I don't want to use that now. I will use the IAM user. So let's click that one. I will talk about the identity center later in another video. We will treat that later in another video. So let's just move on. For the sake of this video, we will need the IAM user. All right. Now, if this user is not me, I will have leave it at auto-generated password. But because this user is me, I'm going to use a custom password. And I'm going to give a custom password, which I do not have to change in my next sign-in. So user must create a new password at next sign-in. No, because this is me. If this were not to be me, then I will make sure that this user will, create a new password at next sign-in. So let's click next, and no, don't let us add user to group now. Let us attach a policy to this user, and you can just attach any policy. Let me just attach an S3 get object or read only, S3 read only access. Let's do S3 read only access. And let's go and let's click next, and let's add a tag. Tag is used to give metadata to our AWS resources. I will say department, and I will say admin, and so create user. And you can see after creating this user, I can email the sign-in instruction to the user. I can download the CSV file, which will contain the credential for this user. You see the user login, this user login URL. You can click it, and so that you can copy it. We will need it to log in. You see the username, you see the password. I can show it. So that's that. Let's go and view this user. If you look at this user has been created. ARN is AWS resource number. Every resource in the system we have in the system we have a resource number, and this one is a user, and that's the username. All right, so let's look at the permission. If you scroll down, you see the permission. This user has S3 read only access and is attached directly. All right, so that's that. Let's go and log into this user. Let's open a window let's open a private window. Just click, just look for a private window, and let us sign in. Look at this sign in. Now, look at this account alias. Account name is already there. This account alias is already there. But if I want to sign in as the root user, then you click this place, sign in as using the root user email address. Then you give your root user email address here, and you give your. But I want to sign in as IAM user, so it will ask me for the account alias. So I can give the account alias. Then I can give the username. Then I can give the password. So now I'm in the IAM user. Now, if you look at this top right corner, you will see that this account has this is the username at the account name. This is the username at the account name. You can see this is the account ID. This is the IAM user name. See, let's go and look at the root account and see what is in the root account. If you look at the root account, it's just the account name that is there. you won't see the username. See, it's just the account ID. So when you see it like this, you know you're in the root account. All right. So let's go back to this account. This account only has S3, S3 access, and you see this can access S3. Cannot delete, cannot do a lot of things. I only gave very small access just to get objects, and so if I try to do anything, let's say I want to access some other resources, it will not allow me because I'm not allowed to. See, this is IAM, then I will get access denied because I don't have access to IAM. If you try to do, let's go to EC2. Let's go to EC2. Just type EC2 there and try to go to EC2, and you see that there will be a lot of API error. You can see because I don't have access. I don't have permission to do anything here. All right. So let's go back to our root account. Let's go back to the root account and let's create a user group. Let's create a user group. Let's create a group and let's call this group admin, and let us add Enoch to this admin group, and let us give this group, full admin access. Let's give this group full admin access, and let's scroll down and let's create user group. Let's create another group again, and let's name this group IT, and let's add Enoch again to this IT group, and let us attach just attach any policy you can find. Just let's do API gateway. Okay, let's just do okay. Let's add that one, and just scroll down and create user group. Now, if you go to, you can see these groups that we have created, and if you can click individual group and look at who are the users in the group, and look at the permissions that they have, which will be permission they have inherited. But you can go to the second group, and you see the user, you see the members, and you can see the permission they have. And if you go to users and you click Enoch too, and scroll down, you will see that Enoch has inherited the permission of two groups that Enoch is. See, Enoch has administrative access through the group, and the group name is admin. Enoch also has another Amazon API gateway invoke full access, through the group called IT, and Enoch also has another permission that is attached directly. You can see all this. You can see, and if you go to Enoch now, the IAM user, and you refresh this, you will see that now Enoch can create instance because it has full admin access. If you search for IAM, you see that now Enoch can do anything in IAM. Just an example, so that you can just see that every member of a group will inherit the permission of the group. All right. So that's that. And let's go back to the root account, and I want us to check each of the policy, and let's check each of the policy. And you can see this is the admin full access, and this is the full admin access, and this allow 423 services. And if you click JSON there, then that will allow us to see the JSON policy that is attached. And if you look at it, you will see see the version, you see the statement, and the statement contains effect, which is allow. Action is star. This asterisk is a white card. It means everything. Resource asterisk again, which means everything. So that's that about this policy. Let's go to the second policy and see. Let's go to the second policy and see. And let's go to the JSON document. And you can see version, you can see the statement, you can see the effect, allow, you can see the actions, execute API, invoke, execute API, and you can see the resource. You can see the resource, So that's what a policy looks like in AWS. So let's go to let's check the last one. And that's the S3 read only access. Let's look at what this policy look like. It allows S3 full read to list. It allow it to read and list. And let's look at the JSON document. And if you look at the JSON document, you can see version, you can see the statement, you can see the effect is allow, action. S3 get means get everything. The asterisk there is a white card. Get everything, list everything, describe everything. This lambda get everything. S3 object lambda list everything. You can see resource everything. That's the asterisk is everything. So that's that about this policy. In subsequent videos, we will have opportunity to see more examples of policy, but that's just what a policy looks like. Just note that I will remove all the permissions from this particular user. So let's go to the user and let's go to Enoch, and I will attach. So you see that Enoch does not have any permission again. If Enoch tries to do anything now, it will not be allowed. It will not be allowed. You see access denied because Enoch does not have any permission. If you go here, if you go to the user now, we can now attach. You can now say permission policy 0. Now I can add permission to this. I can create an inline policy and I can add permissions directly. Let's add permission directly and attach policy directly. And what policy do I want to attach? I need a full administrative access. This is for me. And let's just click next, and let's add permission to Enoch. So that's that. If you go to user again, you will see, and you click Enoch, you will see that Enoch now has one permission. That's the administrative access. If you go back there and you refresh, you will see that all the access denied, the API denies are gone. All right. So that's that for today's video. Try it. The more you do it, the better you will get at doing it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.